Do you have any more examples?
I do. There's a startup I once worked for, a technology startup called Snapkeys. They were trying to solve an interesting problem that we all experience every day. If you're trying to write on a smartphone, a text or something, and your fingers are a little too big for those little tiny letters, and so you always end up with kind of strange words that you're typing, and sometimes it's a lot of fun reading back what you wrote, and it had nothing to do with what you meant to say. But they actually came up with a solution. They said, hey, you know what? Why don't we take the shapes of the letters and break it down into 4 categories, and then you only have 4 buttons. And as you get used to it, you can type pretty fast going by the shapes. Now, we got the attention, Sprint and Verizon, everybody was interested in this because it solves a real problem. But what came through from our conversations was that they were worried about the learning curve. In other words, if you put this app, let's say Verizon puts this app right on the phone, and a lot of people who use it find it frustrating, and they're going to feel dumb. How come I can't do this? You put this on the app, it must be for everybody to use, and I'm having trouble with it. And you get frustrated, and maybe you leave your company, you go to another, you leave Verizon, you go to Sprint because you're fed up. And so that's what I had to address. Now we went to this trade show. We wanted to make sure that this doesn't come up. So I went there a week early to Florida. I went to a local elementary school. We donated some, iPads to them, and they let me train 5th graders on how to use this system, how to type with just, a few buttons. And only the 5th graders were allowed to speak to all the people visiting our trade show booth. I'm going to show you a clip. Everybody had a great time, and the learning curve never even came up because they said, hey, this guy is in 5th grade. He's teaching me, I'm a corporate executive, and he's teaching me. Of course there's no learning curve. And so that's another MindPrint. You understand the emotional barrier of what is giving you pause from purchasing it, and you validate it, and then you solve it. And that's how we solved it, by using the 5th grader.